Hello, I am Nicole Giammi, and you are listening to WSHA FM 88.9. We're interrupting our regularly scheduled program for a WSHA FM 88.9 exclusive. Here with me today, we have Premier Cakes Bakery and Cafe. Their owners are Tracy and Bobby Outlaw, and I'd like to welcome them to WSHA FM 88.9. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Nicole. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I'm doing well.
As much as it is your pleasure to be here today, I am certainly excited for a lot of reasons. We're always pleased to learn about businesses in the area and the various things that they're doing to serve North Carolina and in the city of Raleigh. But more than that, I'm salivating here because I'm looking at those delicious desserts. But beyond that, I'd like to begin by having you all talk with us who you are and tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, the business is primarily ran by my wife, Tracy Outlaw. She's the pastry chef. She works hard at it, puts a lot of love into the business, probably bakes from anywhere from 4 in the morning to 10 at night on a daily basis. We have some delicious desserts. Everything is made homemade from scratch, right on the spot.
You know, I'd like to go back for a minute. Tell us how you got started in the business. Why did you want to start a dessert business?
Well, I've been baking over 25 years now. Started out, just for family and friends, get-togethers, coworkers. And I really enjoy baking. Baking from scratch really kind of warms my soul. It's something that I created. And I was working in the accounting field and got laid off when the economy was pretty bad. Couldn't find a job, so I thought that was my opportunity to start my own business. And one thing led to another.
So how long have you all been in the business?
We've actually been in business since 2011.
So since 2011, so about 6 years or more now?
A little bit over 6 years, yes.
So a little over 6 years. What have been some of the greatest accomplishments for you all since you started the businesses?
Well, we started at home. Due to sales, we blossomed into a full-service storefront within 9 months. And from there to our own private location at Falls Village, where we've been located now for 4.5 years. So that's been our biggest accomplishment, just getting the business off the ground, building the retail end of it, and building a good customer base.
As we discuss Premier Cakes and Cafe, you all have a wide array of pastries and desserts that you all provide. How did you come up with such a variety and such a diverse specialty of cakes that you provide?
Whew. Well, for several years, for about 20, 25 years, I owned an engineering business. So we traveled around the country and ate at some of the finest restaurants that you could probably eat at, and oftentimes ate foods that we had never eaten before. We enjoyed so much. We came back home savoring a taste for that dessert or that food or whatever it was, and we couldn't find it. So we would call back to the restaurant, whoever state it was in, and ask for the recipe. Sometimes they would give us a recipe. A lot of times they wouldn't. So when they wouldn't, we would just start working on the recipe ourselves and making it over and over and over and over until we thought we had that taste that we salivated for. And over a period of time, before we knew it, we had numerous recipes of food and cakes and pies, and entertaining neighbors and friends and family. People loved it so much and said, hey, this is the best I ever had. Sometimes people would even start crying because it tastes so good. We didn't understand why, because it was just that their grandmother or their mother who had passed away, was deceased, had made whatever it was, a sweet potato pie, and theirs tastes just like ours, and they hadn't had that taste in all these years. And so that inspired us to just take it a step further.
Amazing. So as Premier Cakes Bakery and Cafe, do you just bake cakes, or what other pastries and other services do you provide?
We not only bake cakes, but about a year and a half ago started a catering facility. So we do a full service line of food along with the cake, and that works out pretty well.
And what are some of those types of things that you provide in terms of your catering?
In terms of the catering, we do a full line, just like the desserts. For instance, we specialize in the old-fashioned 9-inch 3-layer cakes, American, but we do Italian, French, Latin, Caribbean, Jamaican, all sorts of desserts. And in the food catering business end of it, we also do different nationality, different cuisines too.
One of the things that caught my attention, you all have a very catchy slogan, and it says, for goodness sakes, you got to try those Premier Cakes. Tell us about those cakes.
Our cakes are amazing. So not only do we do cakes, we do pies, cookies, cheesecakes, bread pudding, all sorts of desserts. But everything is really amazing, and we just need you to try our cakes for goodness sakes, and you will love them. It just takes that one bite.
We use some of the finest and freshest ingredients that you can find. A lot of love goes into these cakes. That's probably the biggest portion of it.
That's interesting to me. So again, I love a dessert, and many of us do. We love sweets, and so cakes, pies, cookies, and such. But what makes your desserts any different from any of the other bakeries, or pastry chefs or businesses out there?
We are 100% homemade from scratch. A lot of the bakeries in the area claim that they are, but they're not. We do everything from scratch. We buy fresh fruit, strawberries. Economically, is not the wisest thing to do. It's not the most profitable thing to do, but it's what my wife loves to do. So that's what sets us apart from the ordinary bakery.
Wonderful. Miss Outlaw, you mentioned earlier that you started the business after your career in the accounting field ended. So have you had any regrets since you've left the accounting field and started your business?
No, I have not. I just wish that there was another one of me so that I could do even more than what I'm currently doing. There's just not enough hours in the day to bake like I would like to be able to bake and produce. Because as soon as we get the products out there in our case, they're quickly gone. So no regrets at all.
Talk with us about this Tortuga-style vanilla rum cake.
Actually, it is a Caribbean-type rum cake made in Tortuga, and we use real rum. We use Myers rum, and it's very authentic, just like you get when you go to the islands. But at this point, I would say it's probably better because we try to duplicate the taste that we had from their cake. But their cake has become so commercialized now where it doesn't taste the same. But ours is not. Ours is homemade from scratch. So we probably have a better cake than they have now.
And that spells yum and delicious. Are there any future plans for expansion or for growth?
Right now, I would say no. Because just finding an individual this day and time that wants to work and put in the time and the labor that's involved in this is almost impossible. In essence, it's a big work of love, and there's a lot of labor that goes into it intensively, daily. Soon as you can imagine, soon as you put out a dessert and you think you're good to go, in a matter of hours, it's gone and you need to replace that. And so without the proper assistance, it's impossible to expand at this moment.
Talk with us about where you're located. What's your location?
We're located at 6617 Falls of the Noose Road, Suite 105. It's in the Falls Village Shopping Center, right behind Red Hot and Blue Restaurant and Rollywood Theater. We're open daily 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sundays 12 to 6. Usually, most people go out and they come to us for desserts.
So if people would like to get in touch with you to learn more about your business, do you have a website or is there a phone number that they can call?
Okay, so our website is www.premier-cakes.com. I will spell this out for you because some people use the E on the end and it shouldn't be on Premier. So it's www.premier-cakes.com.
You can call us at 919-703-0095, or you can send us an email.
And your email again?
It is premier, Premier, .cakes, CAKES, @yahoo.com.
How do you get the word out about your business?
Well, mostly word of mouth, social media, Facebook, but certainly anytime we get a great opportunity like this that we're getting today from Shaw University, it certainly helps, and we really appreciate opportunities such as this. Thank you.
We really appreciate it, Nicole, for you all allowing us to be here today. We greatly appreciate it.
What else would you all like to share with us about your business and what persons can expect when they come to your location?
We would like you to know that on a daily basis, there is a variety of slices that you can purchase. The availability changes throughout the day. We bake all day, as Bobby had previously said. So you could come in at one moment and find things. If you were to come back in an hour, let's say, or maybe 2 hours, then it would totally be different. We have custom orders that we accept, we need at least 72 hours in advance for most things, 2 weeks in advance during holidays, and 30 days in advance on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we do book up quickly. So we ask you to place your orders as soon as possible. You can come into the bakery or you can give us a call on the telephone and place your orders.
Tracy and Bobby Outlaw, it has been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for being here today and speaking with us. Continued success, and we look forward to more of, for goodness sakes, you got to try those Premier Cakes at Premier Cakes Bakery and Cafe.
Go ahead now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.